Golden Bachelorette Season 1 recently premiered and there are already signs the show isn't protecting Joan Vassos, and it's concerning. 61-year-old Joan isn't new to reality TV, as she was a contestant on The Golden Bachelor, but being a contestant is very different from being the lead, and the transition couldn't have been easy. Joan wasn't on The Golden Bachelor for very long. Though she and Jerry had a great solo date, she decided to leave the show early to be with her daughter. Joan's daughter had just given birth and was struggling with postpartum depression. Though it wasn't an emergency in the truest sense of the word, Joan felt like she had to leave. Now that Joan is the lead of the show, she can't just walk away, which puts her in a vulnerable position. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 premiered with Joan meeting the 24 men who would be competing for her roses. Throughout the first few episodes, Joan has already been on some amazing dates and made romantic connections with multiple men. She also had to send many men home, which hadn't been easy for Joan, who hated to hurt anyone's feelings. Alas, this is a dating competition, and, before all is said and done, Joan will hurt lots of feelings. The Ramirez restraining order scandal is concerning. Producers were blindsided. One of the men who received one of Joan's roses during the premiere of The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 was Ramirez, a 60-year-old educator from Mission Viejo, California. According to People, Gil's ex-girlfriend filed a restraining order against him 3 months ago, accusing him of stalking her, making unwanted contact with her and her family, and showing up to places he knew she'd be. The restraining order was ultimately dropped, but the damage was done. Gil passed a background check before the restraining order was filed. In other words, the incident occurred in the window between the background check and the start of production. Still, a lot can happen in a few months, so it's hard to imagine that producers didn't check again closer to the start of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 production. ABC has reported that since the information came to light, they've edited down Gil's already limited screen time. 9. Producers may not put Joan's well-being first. They're in it for the ratings. If The Golden Bachelor Season 1 was an indication, producers don't care about Joan, and she has to watch out for herself. Jerry's season of the show was a massive hit with audiences. Knowing it would be a while before they could produce a female-led version of the show, ABC decided they'd make do with a televised Golden Bachelor wedding. The lavish, star-studded television event aired on ABC in January, just a few weeks after Jerry proposed to 70-year-old Teresa Nist. As rushed as the marriage was, the divorce happened just as quickly, with the septuagenarian newlyweds announcing their divorce after only 3 short months of marriage. In hindsight, Jerry and Teresa shouldn't have let themselves get carried away by the show's meteoric success.